My husband suddenly passed away. At the funeral, the lawyer dropped a bomb: all assets would go to a mysterious illegitimate son. I was kicked out of my home. Mocked by everyone. And that was just the beginning. What I didn't know was, my husband's death was no accident. The company I built with my blood, sweat, and tears was about to be stolen. But I will rise up. I will take back everything that belongs to me, and make everyone who looked down on me pay the price. At the funeral, I stood in a black dress, a small white flower pinned to my chest. Before the portrait of my husband, Aiden, the man who once was my entire world, now just a cold photograph. 3 days ago, I received the call: he died in an accidental expedition overseas. The moment my phone slipped from my hand, I thought my whole world had collapsed. But I couldn't fall apart. Aiden and I built this company from scratch. It was the fruit of my labor and careful management over many years. He once told me, "If I'm not here, you are the backbone of this family." Among the mourners, the shareholders whispered about the company's future, and the sympathetic glances thrown my way felt like knives. But I just smiled faintly, the picture of a perfect widow. After the farewell ceremony, everyone gathered in the living room, and the lawyer produced the will. I sat on the sofa, my hands clenched, waiting for the familiar words: "All my assets go to my wife." But the lawyer cleared his throat and slowly read: "All properties, real estate, and company shares under my name shall be inherited entirely by my legal heir, Leo." The room erupted in shock. The shareholders' murmurs instantly turned into gasps. I was stunned. I looked at the lawyer, but he merely spread his hands and pointed to the signature line. "Leo, who is that?" someone blurted out. From the back of the crowd, a small boy in a white suit walked forward. He was about 5 or 6, bearing a slight resemblance to Aiden. Beside him, a woman avoided my gaze, afraid to look me in the eye. My heart jolted. "Claire, my husband's former assistant. This is my son, Leo." Claire's voice was faint, like a breeze, but it exploded my entire world like a bomb. I stared at the little boy, my eyes wide with disbelief. His innocence clashed with Claire's blatant provocation in the air, slicing my heart like a sharp blade. How is this possible? Company shares to an illegitimate son? An old shareholder slammed his hand on the table, rising in anger. The will explicitly states that he is Aiden's biological son and has full inheritance rights. The lawyer's tone was ice cold. I could no longer hold myself together, tears welled up in my eyes. "Mrs. Fu, you need to calm down," a shareholder sneered. "Crying like that, how can you take charge of the company? You're out of your depth." I clenched my fists, my nails digging deep into my palms. The fury in my heart ignited, inch by painful inch. Just then, a tall figure appeared in the doorway, in a black bespoke suit, radiating a chilling presence. His gaze swept the room like a razor. This was Ethan, the largest shareholder in Aiden's company. He looked at me, his eyes holding no mockery, only depth and assessment. Everyone thought I was about to lose everything, waiting to see me fall flat on my face.